Hello everybody, what we're looking at is the oil rig platform owned by SpaceX called Deimos, or Deimos. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it is February 28th, 2022, here in Brownsville, Texas, South Texas, and I'm gonna camp out here and see if the Deimos oil rig gets transported away from here. If it does, if they do tow it out of the harbor and to its next destination, then we will see it. And once it's out of sight from here, I will go over to the South Padre Island and get that shot as it leaves the eddies over there. Jerry, if you'd like to support the channel, we have PayPal in the description of the video, and there's also, you can do YouTube stickers, super stickers, and all that kind of stuff. But PayPal is the best way to support the gas and everything here at Ocean Camera Space Corp. We have gas for the rest of the week. Yep, Michael, thank you. Yeah. I'll get both shots if I can. Thanks for the info. I can do some zooms of the oil platform as well, or modified. It's going to be modified for most likely a launch platform for SpaceX to launch. They were having some issues, remember, about the not having the environmental review being from 2014 approved yet from the FAA. So they've delayed it twice now, from December 31st to February, and then to March. Oh, well, to January and then to February. So maybe they'll get approved at tomorrow or today. If they got approval, then today from the FAA, that would be a good news. If they got delayed again, you know, Comtech, awesome. I'll do some zooms of what I can from this side here. Get some shots. Not really much to see. I've done a lot better photography before with the Nikon P1000 from the ocean. I guess I could do a Deimos, create a Deimos playlist, because I got some really good shots a while back from the ocean when they did that tour of the Port of Brownsville. So if you like a really good zoomed in high quality shot of the Deimos, just go back to search the channel here for a video I did a while back. Yeah, if anyone would like to use some of the footage from here, we do have a licensing agreement now. It's not free anymore, so you're not able to just take the video and use it in your video. On the website there is a link that just passed here in the description. You can use as much video as you like from while you're licensed. It's a monthly $150 a month. So if you figure that to get down here to Brownsville, never mind SpaceX, it for most people it costs $600 to $1,000, maybe $800 cost just to get down here, and then to spend several days here to video and everything. So the cost that I'm charging, $150 to use any video, as long as you're licensed, is it's cheap. So if you are a real organization that would like to use some of the footage here, that's the minimum. And if you'd like to do it for a year, it's a reduced cost. Instead of $150 a month, we bring it down to $1,000 for a year, licensed to use any of the Ocean Camera Space Corp footage in any production or any video that you create within that year's time. So I'm gonna be here. I can zoom out and zoom in a little bit now and then again, but this is the Port of Brownsville. One of the cool things about this port is if you have a boat, you're allowed to drive your boat into the harbor here. You just, without any permission or anything, you just can't touch, you can't touch anything in the port, and you can't land your boat. So you're allowed to boat into the harbor and kind of check out, see what's here, or just do whatever you're here to do, but you can't touch land, and you can't touch anything else in the harbor without coming into the jurisdiction of the port and of the maybe the federal kind of thing. So if you have a kayak or a small boat or a motorboat and you like to just do your own tour but not touch anything and not land, you're allowed to do that. I think they call it an open port. I've got no timeline on when this might move. It could be several hours, or it could be the next 15 minutes, you know? I don't know. If we were in the ocean, then we could see, if we were in the port over there in the actual water, then we could see if there's any towboats getting hooked up and stuff like that, or preparations being made. Woot, Bassman, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Wood. Cartoon Woody. No, I don't, but I maybe in Mississippi, I'm not sure, you know, I don't know where they're gonna take it. Yeah, see, does anyone else know where they're gonna be taking the platform here? You know, Phobos and Deimos are two of the moons of Mars. There's Mars has a couple moons, if not more. And I'm not sure how many moons Mars has, but definitely two of the moons around Mars are called Phobos and Deimos. And that is the name of the two oil rigs that SpaceX has purchased. I want to thank Jack at MSX for telling me about this. MSX Makerspace X is a maker space. If you look up maker spaces on Google or DuckDuckGo, whatever your searcher is, maker spaces are around the world, different places where people who make stuff go. It's kind of like a community, but it's more focused on making things. So people who do stuff and make stuff kind of get inspired by other people who are making stuff in the same general area. So that's what the name means. It's a maker space, and they named it MSX. It's here in Brownsville. They have camping as well as a big tool shop and a growing community here in the Brownsville SpaceX area. They're on Twitter. They're also on Facebook. The Facebook group is currently private, but I think they want to make a public version of the group on Facebook, and then you would be able to just go to Facebook and type in MSX Brownsville, most likely, and then be able to find it that way. But they're on Twitter right now, and if you ever want to reach out to them, you can contact me, and I can give you their Twitter thing again. And Jack found out about this through, I believe, a post or communication by Michael Paul at the SpaceX Boca Chica group on Facebook. So today I have 2 live streams going. The one we're looking at right now. There is also the 24-hour live stream of the SpaceX launch site, and that gets restarted every 12 or so hours so that YouTube can save that information. So I have a 24/7 live stream of the SpaceX launch site, and as I get more cameras, I can also add different views. Eventually I'd like to get a infrared camera or a wide angle camera so that I can get good night footage, and also connect some servos to be able to move the view there of the camera that I have currently. If you have an infrared camera or some other kind of camera that you'd like to contribute or send to us to use, there is a link in the description to the balance sheet in the description there, and there's the address to Ocean Camera Space Corp is on that balance sheet link in the description. or just send me an email at oceancam.space, info@oceancam.space. On the website there's a contact us area, and you can send us an email, and I'll contact you back, and we can find a way to ship it. If you have a boat, here's like one of the viewers here has a company that transports boats. So you will occasionally see here in the chat a link to someone who has a boat company on the East Coast. I believe it's up in the Northeast. And if you have a boat and you'd like to get a quote on shipping it, whether it's a sailboat, a motorboat, or a yacht, there's the boat quote, sponsor of the Ocean Camera Space Corp channel. And just like we're looking at the Deimos here is gonna get shipped, in the same way they can ship your boat, around the world. So we get a little, maybe a small commission from that, and you get a discount on your boat shipping. A good individual who does that, and Bill, and I'd be happy to make the connection. If you don't find it here online, I can send me a message or an email, and I can get you in touch with Bill to get a quote on shipping your boat. There's a link on the Ocean Camera Space Corp website for the sponsors, and his information is there as well for your boat quote. To haul the boat. If you have a business that you think would work good here at Ocean Cam, and you'd like to give it a shot to be a sponsor, there's no cost to have your product or service marketed here. We ask that you offer the customer a little bit of a discount, and you give us at Ocean Cam a little bit of a commission, and be happy to share your business, and that would help us, everybody, to move forward. So contact us about sponsorships, or if you have product that you like to have sold, be happy to be a wholesaler or distributor, or even a retailer. We'd be a manufacturer also. We have the CNC capability. If you're looking for a manufacturer of laser cut products or milled products out of aluminum, steel, or even some robotics, there's an engineer here and some other capable individuals who can bring your product forward. And whether it's mass production, we have a connection with a large-scale industrial manufacturer as well. So, you know, sky's the limit, kind of. As CEO of Ocean Camera Space Corp, I'm currently building the team. I'd like to add some more team members to the team, whether it's with cameras around the launch site or the build site, or around other sites in the United States with cameras. And we can do, if you have your own camera, we can do a 50-50 commission split or something like that for any video that you submit to the channel here to have shown to people. So if you want to do some video and give us a link to download it and upload it, we could do it that way. So you can email me about that if you'd like to show some kind of space imagery or footage from any other space organization around the globe, and be a kind of an independent contractor on commission. 50-50 split. I do have a licensing form that you would want to take a look at and give us the okay to use the footage. There's no cost to contribute footage. There's no cost. It's just a licensing agreement between ourselves. I'm also looking for a COO, Chief Operating Officer, a legal officer, so an attorney or somebody like that to look through the documents that I've accumulated, and a risk officer as well. Just, you know, some of the basic people, and maybe a secretary or an assistant to make the appointments and stuff like that and help us be more productive. The income from that right now is just on commission or for free for like at least 3 months. So we're still in the growth stages of the company. It's still in the pre-seed stage of the company. What we do offer is equity, stock equity, but that really depends on the legal paperwork being finalized by an attorney. So, but once that paperwork is finalized and kind of looked over, then I will be giving out equity in the company, and that is the main benefit that you would get if you were to move to this area and work with us full time. Also looking for a board member, about 4 or 5 board members, probably around 4, who are very skilled. And I have over 200 connections now on LinkedIn of professional LinkedIn members. I mean, professional in the space industry as well as the manufacturing, and also the planetary scientists out there in space. So I've made a bunch of connections. I haven't gone through them to see who might be the best fit for Ocean Camera Space Corp, but I'm planning to fill out the board, and they will get equity as well, 1 to 2% of the company. And once that is done, then we can issue the private placement memorandum, so that the company is already registered with the SEC. So technically, I could sell shares right now in the company, but I want to do it the best way as far as investors are concerned, and as far as the future of the company is concerned. Because not only do I want to form a board, I want to form a company capable of achieving the missions, you know, trip up there into space, to at least make plans for going to 3 moons. I already have the trajectory data for going to Enceladus. I have to read through that PDF that I have, but I want to get trajectory data for at least 3 different missions, and then we can choose the best mission, and maybe there's some other collaboration we can do instead of one of those 3 missions. But I want to put together at least 3 missions that we could do, and then see what missions are possible. I have a pitch deck on the oceancam.space website in the investor area, which at the last slide of that pitch deck shows all the current and past and future space missions currently in our solar system. So all the space missions ever done, I believe, are on that pitch deck, last slide of the pitch deck. So if you were interested in seeing what all the missions were by NASA and all the other space companies, you go take a look at that interactive linked with many links pitch deck, the last page. Birdman, nice. Michael Paul says Deimos is going to Pascagoula, Mississippi. Awesome. Pascagoula, Mississippi. Awesome. Nice. The Real YT says, hi everyone, a few years ago there were fishing companies that would hire out their boats for fishermen to fish around the oil rigs or fish on the rig. Oh wow, you can fish off of the rig, huh? This is currently in the Port of Brownsville, Jeff. This is they're going to be tearing this down, but they haven't done any work on this one. They did the Phobos. They worked on Phobos already, I believe. Is already almost completely. No, they worked quite a bit on the Phobos, but this is a Deimos. I don't see any work, and I don't believe they've done any work on this one yet. Good question. Great question, man. Jeff asks, how long to build the new launch tower at the Cape? Yeah, so I heard the number of 6 months. 6 months. I kind of wonder if they would build it much bigger than they built the one here, because they were considering doing a Starship with twice the diameter, right? maybe an 18-meter diameter Starship and booster. So to do that, they would need a much bigger launch platform. You know, currently it's a 9-meter. It's a 9-meter diameter Starship, so around 30 feet. So it would go to closer to 60 feet diameter Starship. But for that, I think they would. They need to check their finances and their money at SpaceX, because they were having some issues with the Raptor cost. Maybe they've solved that. I believe the issue with the Raptors was that the new Raptor was melting, the version 2. And I kind of floated the idea that they could manufacture the Raptor engines up there in space. At least the bell, the Raptor, you know, the bell, whichever area is melting, they can make that up there in space using sound to mold the shape of the metal. And they could forge it up there in space, and it would be much stronger and much lighter. It would be over 1,000 times stronger than titanium, and it'd be much lighter as well if they did it in space. So that, and then so then maybe it wouldn't melt, you know. So if they were able to use whatever type of transport they could to get that metal up there into space, manufacture the Raptor, the bell-shaped Raptor engine up there in space, bring it back down to the Earth and finish it off, that would maybe solve that Raptor 2 problem. It would also cut the weight of the Starship down considerably and give them a lot more lift capability. So I believe the Skylab and the Discovery space shuttles were used to figure out that metal benefit of production in space. So space factories that we see by the orbital reef have a real benefit when it comes to strength of materials, bearings. You know, you can make bearings that don't need any oil. And one of the fears by industries here on the Earth is that the products smelted in space are so much better, as well as the medicines made in space are so much stronger and more efficient than the ones here on Earth, due to the lack of gravity creating weakness and the solidification of the metals, and the allowing the hormones produced and extracted in space to be much stronger than the hormones on the Earth. And the healing properties, like a space hospital, would be much more faster healing up there in space. If you were to go to a space hospital for 3 days, 90 something hours up there in space, you would heal much faster. So there is a lot of benefits to doing stuff up there in space, and you might put a lot of hospitals out of business, you might put a lot of manufacturers out of business, and you might put a lot of oil companies out of business. So there's a big drive to slow down the space manufacturing. So, but at least for SpaceX, since they are somewhat independent and they can kind of control more of their own supply chain, they can maybe move that forward with the space manufacturing. Jeff says, I think it will be much faster as you know where you know how to do. Yeah, they've already done the tower once already here at the launch site. So, yeah, some steel fabrication shop loves Elon, right? For SpaceX building all that huge structure out of their material. Good stuff, Jeff. That's the link for the boat transport quotes. Boattransportquotes.com. Your boat, if you mention Ocean Cam, you'll get a discount on the haul your boat, hauling of your boat. Boattransportquotes.com. As of today, we are low on cash here at Ocean Cam, so I have enough gas for this week, but next week I won't probably be going anywhere unless more cash comes in through the PayPal. I only got enough money for this week for gas. I've been in this situation before, and you know, people have supported that, so I'm still here today, but we'll see how it goes. It may be moving, everybody. Let's see. It's moving. I think it's moving right now, everybody. Deimos is moving. All right, let it be known, the boat is moving. All right. I heard some sounds, some horns. And it has left, it's leaving the port right now. You can see it on the bottom right. If you look at the bottom right, yeah, it's moving, everybody. All right, see what time it is. Beginning its journey to Pascagoula, Florida. Pascagoula, Mississippi, everybody. Not Florida. SpaceX might be moving to Florida, we'll see, but definitely the Deimos is moving to Mississippi as he thought. So once this gets out of view, I will drive down. It's about a, I don't know, 17-mile drive to the South Padre Island and get the shot as it passes that location as well. I'll try and beat the Deimos getting to that channel over there. I don't know if I'll do a live stream. I might just video it and then upload that in 4K afterwards, because the internet is spotty over there at the South Padre Island. It's been parked here for quite a while, so almost, I'm not sure how long it's been here, but I got video of it last year several times, so there is something to the left of it, a little ways. I'm not sure if it's a towboat or what, but there is something to the left with a bunch of lights on. We can't really see it behind this, but that may be towing it. Let me get this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, they're picking up some speed now. It's going quicker. So we're 47 minutes into the stream here. It was over there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I'll go to the jetties over there at the South Padre Island and do the live stream, or at least get some footage from there as it passes by between a kind of a narrow channel up there, which I've kayaked across. So it should appear very close from that location. Okay, signing out, Paul S. Mamakos, Ocean Cameras Space Corp CEO, and it is the 28th of February 2022. The time is 12:15, just after lunchtime, p.m.